This is with respect to review and reporting. Fine. Now, when you are doing the things, see the things. We will do two questions. One in section A, one in section B. On 1st July, it is 1st July. Okay. Most important is date. What is your position? You are a audit manager. Okay. You are a audit manager. Now you have to tell one by one. Okay. Are reviewing the key issues in the files for two different audit clients are there. Okay. Now the first audit client is Palm Industries. Palm, a listed company. It is a listed company. Okay. Definitely the rules will be different from listed companies and a non-listed company. Is it? Palm year was 31st March. Draft financial statement shows how much? 28.2 million. Receivables are how much? Receivables 5.6. And a profit before tax is 4.8. Now the moment they will give you something like this, definitely it is related to some materiality. Okay, it is related to material. They gave you the revenue, receivables and the profit before tax. A customer of Palm own an amount of how much? $350,000 at the year end. Testing of receivables in April highlighted that no amount has been paid from this customer, and they were disputing the quality of goods received from Palm. Means here there is a amount due from 350,000 and they have not paid. The finance director is confident that the issue will be resolved and no allowances for receivables. IS 37 provisions. Okay, IS 37 provisions. Very simple. Allowance means you have to think about IS 37 regarding this balance. Okay, this is with respect to first client. What is the second client? Second audit client is Ash Trading. Is a new client. He is a new client. He is not an old client. Is that he is a new client. The year end was 31st January and the firm was only appointed as auditor in February 2005. Means after the year end they have appointed, as the previous auditor was suddenly unable to undertake the audit. The field work stage of this audit is currently ongoing. Means field work means the audit is going on. Okay. The inventory count of Ash warehouse was undertaken 31st January. Is it 31st January and 2005 and was overseen by internal audit department. Neither Chestnut nor the previous auditors, nobody attended the audit. Okay. Nobody attended the count. Is it neither the audit company nor the previous auditors. Detailed inventory count were maintained, but it's not possible to undertake another full inventory count subsequent to the year. Means detailed inventory records were maintained, okay, but they have not audited. The draft financial statement shows profit 2.4 million. Revenue is how much? Revenue is 10.1 million. Profit before tax is 2.5. And how much is the inventory? Inventory is 3.1. Sorry, 510,000. Is it right? Now, is that there means there is a materiality, all these things has been given. Okay, all these things has been mentioned. Which of the following should be performed in order to form a conclusion whether the required for Palm's financial statement to be respected to see in what is the situation of Palm? There was the client. That client has not paid how much? They have not paid $350,000. Okay. Now, what they are saying that what is the procedure to be adopted? in Palm's financial statements. Now, review whether you have to perform, you should not perform. Okay. Review whether any payments have subsequently been made by this customer since the audit fieldwork was completed. We should perform this or we should not perform? We have to review any payments, any subsequent payments. They are saying that we have not received payment, but we have to, what we have to do, we have, as an auditor, should we review or we should not review any subsequent payments as a procedure? We have to perform this procedure or we should not perform this procedure? Where are you people?
With you, sir.
Yeah, tell me. Where should we should perform the first procedure? We should perform or we should not perform?
Perform, sir.
We have to perform. We have to review as an auditor. You have to review any payments have maybe received or not. Is it right? Or that is the amount which has been still outstanding. Is it? Unless until you don't perform, you will not come to a conclusion. Okay, you will not come to a conclusion. Match the total of aged receivables listing in the sales ledger control account. Yes,
Do not perform, sir.
Why? Good.
Because it's not related to.
Exactly. It is not related to, we are talking about, we are talking about a specific client. We are not talking about the overall number of overall clients. Okay, good. Watch the balance owed by the customer at the year end to the sales revenue, sales invoices. Yes, Laila.
Perform, sir.
Why? Good. Why?
Because it's any payment, we should review it now and make sure that it's matched with the invoice.
Is it correct, Gaeta? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Think and tell. Vouch the balances. Is it? Vouch the balance. Vouch the balances. It provides evidence. That's all. We are not doing anything else. Vouching the balance is, it provides evidence. Whether it is existence, whether it is, where is it right? It is, we are not talking about the procedure here. Is it? Why vouching? Vouching is nothing but we will compare it. Is it right? We will compare it. When you are vouching the balance, okay? When we are vouching the balance, it only gives you evidence. But it will not go, we are not going to do any procedures. Procedure means we have to make sure that there is some activities have to be done. Is it? There should be some activity has to. We are watching the balance owed, what the customer is owed at the at the end of the year with the sales invoice. Is it? That is past. Now what we are not doing at that, we are doing the after 31st March. Whether we have received or we have not received, that is important. We are not going to say that yes, it is the sales already done. Is that sales already done? Outstanding is there already in the receivables. Is it right? We are not going to get any concrete, evidence on that. Okay. Next, last one. Tell me, review the latest customer correspondence with regards to an assessment of the likelihood of customer making payment. We should perform or we should not perform?
I think, sir, it is performed because it is related maybe to the way that the customer like to pay, for example.
Yes. Yeah. Is it?
So when so if we get the feedback, it will affect. So we could know.
Can I go with perform?
Yes, sir.
I think.
See the things. Read. See, when we do this, your confidence will increase. Is it? The audit concern here is that receivables are overstated from this customer. Audit procedures, what they say, or audit procedures should therefore be focused on valuation. Is that audit procedure should be focused on valuation. Watching of balances owned by the customer in their year end will provide audit evidence existence, but not the valuation. Here we are focusing on what? We are focusing on valuation. Is it? We are not focusing on evidence, is it right? We are very much focused on the valuation, whether the valuation is done rightly or not, whether we have received anything. Matching of total of receivables is only provide the evidence. Is it? It only provides the evidence of completeness. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Next.
sir.
Next, which of the following, take your time, which of the following correctly summarize the effect of issues related to inventory count? Which of the following correctly summarizes material financial state? Correctly summarizes. Current assets are understated. Gross profit is overstated. Is it? Little bit. When I am telling you, just take the paper and write down the things. Then only you will have more clarity on that. Is it? Now, how much is there? Current assets. We cannot just work on like this. Okay. Now it says that. Is that what is the inventory is there? In how much is the inventory of ash? Take the things. How much is the inventory of ash? The inventory of ash is how much? The inventory of the ash is how much? 510. Is it right? 510. Write down. 510 divided by what is profit before tax? 2.4. What is profit before tax? 2.4. How much it will come? I can say 2.4. 0.51 divided by 2.4. It comes to how much? 21.25. It is there? Point 510 divided by 510 thousands divided by 2.4 million. It comes to how much? 21.25. Material. Okay. It is material amount. Again 510 divided by Is it 510 divided by how much is the revenue? 10.1. Okay. 5.51 divided by 10.1. How much is it? 0.05%. Is it right? It comes to how much? It comes to 5%. The first one is 21.3. The second one is 5%. It is material. It is material. Is that what happens? The inventory count was undertaken and was overseen by the company internal audit. And neither Chest nor previous auditor, they have not attended the inventory count. Is that? Now, detailed inventory maintained, but it's not possible to undertake another full inventory. Is that? They're saying that we cannot take. But what is the material amount? Material amount is, it is 21% and 5%. It is a, they say that fine. They say that yes, certainly the field work is fine. Now, is it? They say it is fine. Now, what happens? Give me the answer. Material, it is material, yes or no? Materiality is there, yes or no? 21% of profit before tax and 5% of revenue. It is material, it is not material.
Material, sir.
Material. It is material. 21.25 and 5% of sales is material. Anything which is more than 1% of sales is material. Anything which is more than 5% of before profit or tax is material. Is it right? This has been given in our lectures. Now it is material. Now material means you have to eliminate the first two. Second, now when you are doing material, what happens? Opening inventory or it will be gross profit. Which is going to be affected? Opening inventory is the last year's. Is it right? Last year closing inventory is this year opening inventory. We are not talking about this year, last year. We are talking about this year. If this year inventory is there, they are talking about this year inventory count. This year inventory count means it is related to this year. We are not supposed to take anything with respect to previous year. Opening inventory is already audited last year. Opening inventory is already audited in last year. So we don't need to take about opening inventory. Is that? It is going to affect current year means if it is current year, it will affect the gross profit. Is that? It will affect the gross profit. Definitely gross profit will if we are not doing anything and we are not attended the things, there is a possibility that the gross profit may have been overstated. Answer is?
The last one, yes. Gross profit may.
Is it? Read the things. That makes sense. Okay. Explanation. When I am sending the Word file also, read the explanation. Explanation makes all the. Chestnut was only appointed as auditors as year, hence they didn't attend inventory count. Therefore, it has not been able to gather sufficient and appropriate evidence. Laila, you have told that there is a problem with respect to language. See, we have to use, is it right? Make sure wherever I am putting it on the color, you have to say that this is the keywords. With regard to the completeness and existence, we have not attended the inventory count. When we have not attended the inventory count, we cannot gather evidence on completeness and existence. This may mean that the closing stock is either overstated or understated. Is that overstated or understated? Fine. It has been overstated or understated. Fine. And this will have a resultant impact on the gross profit. Inventory is a material amount. Is it how much is there? It is we have calculated 21.3. And with respect to the sales also more than 5%. Okay, with respect to the sales it is more than 5%. Anything, see, whenever they will give you a question like this, first you have to calculate the with profit before tax and with revenue. Profit before tax should not be more than 5%. With revenue should not be more than 1%. If it is exceeding that limit, it is material. Is it okay with you? Can I go to the next one? Read. Take your time. Once complete, please tell. Is it okay?
Sir, yeah, sir, you can go.
Next.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Is it which two? Is it at which two? Yeah, this always they will ask, okay? But always they focus on this area. Which two of the following audit procedures should be performed to make a conclusion? What they are asking? They are asking about the audit procedures. See, multiple choice questions I can say this is the area where we can little bit we scoring the marks, because we have to understand, and we have without using the language, is that we can score the marks by understanding. Okay, this is the one area. The audit engagement partner of our ASH requested that additional procedures to be performed in order to conclude a level of adjustment with respect to inventory procedures. Okay, they want to requested her additional procedures. Now they have not attended inventory count. Okay, they have not attended inventory count. It is end of the year, is it right? It is also the end of the year. Now, what is, we should get with some result. Okay, we have to see what are the alternatives. Is it? We have to see what are the alternatives. What you will do? Tell me. Both of you, give me one answer each.
The second option, sir, review the internal audit report of the
Reviewed the
inventory.
internal audit reports. Level of adjustments made to the records. I am going with you, okay? Next, Laila.
1 second.
Take your time, no problem.
I think 1, sir. I am confused between 1 and 3, sir, but I will no, 1 and 4, but I will go in the 1.
Obtain a copy of aged receipt. See, aged receipt inventory. Aged inventory is related to all the clients. We are not talking about all the clients. We are talking about a particular client. Excuse me. Yeah. And use computer assisted audit techniques. We are not talking about audit techniques, is right? We are not discuss the valuation of slow moving. We are talking about particular inventory. Yeah, we have not attended the inventory. We are not talking about audit procedures. We are not talking about agent inventory. First one is not there. Check with
So 4 1,
3 and 4.
4 1, sir.
Huh?
4. 4 1.
Review sales order book. We are talking about inventory. We are not talking about receivables. We are talking about the inventory. Sales order book is, we are talking inventory count. Sales order book for February. Review March and April to estimate level of inventory need to be produced. We are not talking, we are talking about the counting procedures. Understand, but we are talking about the counting procedures. When you are talking about the counting procedures, make it sure we have to focus on counting only. We are focused on counting only. In the second, in the fourth one, nowhere it is related to counting. Check. It is there. Review as sales order book for February, March, April to estimate level of inventory that will be need to produce in a new accounting period. We are talking about next account to fulfill customer demand. We are talking about receivable sales we are talking about. Is it? We are not talking about the inventory valuation. Answer is what? Tell me.
That is third one, sir.
In the third one, perform test counts of inventory in the warehouse. Compare with the inventory records. We are test counting. Okay, it is related to counting. As simple as very straightforward question. Then from inventory records to the warehouse, we have to take from the warehouse to the inventory records and inventory records to the warehouse to assess whether they have the reasonableness of inventory records have been maintained. They are saying that they have maintained the records. Okay, they have maintained the record. You go to the scenario. Is it? You go to the scenario. See the last but one paragraph. The inventory count of Ash warehouse was undertaken and overseen by internal audit department. They have not attended. Detailed inventory records were maintained, but it is not possible to undertake. They have maintained everything. When they have maintained everything, then go from the warehouse to the records to the warehouse, so that we can make sure that the inventory accounts has been maintained by the Ash or not. Read. The correct answers are: review the internal audit report, inventory count. what are the adjustments they have made to know the reasonableness on the inventory cost. Second one, perform test counts of inventory. You have to read the things which are wrong also to understand. Okay, that's very important. Audit procedures should focus on testing the accuracy of the work performed by internal auditors. Yeah, testing the accuracy of the aged, see that testing the accuracy of aged inventory count will report evidence over valuation. Is it? It will give evidence but not valuation. Whereas reviewing the sales order book provides audit evidence quantity of inventory at the year end, but only it is assessed to determine whether there will be sufficient inventory will be there. Is it right? To fulfill the customer's demand. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Laila. Take your time. I'm not rushing. Is that it is not like we have to finish it off. Understand and proceed.
Finish, sir. It's okay.
Next. One by one. Both have to give answers. Two answers I am expecting. Following the inability to attend inventory. Fine, they have not attended inventory. An engagement quality reviewer has been appointed to the auditor. They have appointed a reviewer, specialist, okay, expert. Indicate which of the following should be included engagement quality review. We should include or we should not include.
So the first one, I think it's include.
Okay.
Second one, sir, is exclude.
Second one.
It is exclude, sir.
Next.
Also, sir, it is exclusive.
Third one.
It's excuse.
Next.
Include, sir.
Read the explanation. Once done, tell me. See, I have not I will not get involved. When when we are doing rightly, I will give all that space for you to understand.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Next, we have not done that much in detail. Okay, alternative procedures performed as a result of Chestnut, unable to attend the inventory count of ash, did not provide sufficient appropriate audit evidence regarding inventory balances in the statement of financial position. Is it? Now, from the options below indicate audit opinion which should be given in these circumstances and the appropriate disclosure. See, alternative procedures performed as a result of Chestnut and Company being unable to attend the inventory count, did not provide sufficient and appropriate evidence regarding the inventory balance. Is it right? Now, they have not given any balance, they have not provided any evidence in the balance sheet. Very serious issue. Is it right? Very serious issue. Is it right? And you know they have not provided. Is it right? You know they have not provided. Now, which opinion you will give? You will give qualified opinion specific to this subject matter. Qualified means they are unable to get the things. Is it? They say the effect of this is it is material. Is it right? It is not. It is material. How much is the material? How much is the amount it has been given? Just go back to the question given. In the question, how much is there? 510 ash. Is it right? 21.2. 21.2 for profit before tax and 5% for revenue. Material. Is it? And they are not providing the opinion. We cannot make a disclaimer. Okay, we cannot say that we didn't get to our notice. It has been given to the notice of the auditor. Is it? It has been given to the notice of the auditor. Now, what we have to do? We have to give which type of opinion we have to give? Qualified opinion or disclaimer. First come to a conclusion. If it is given, if we come to your notice, you have been aware about this, you have not attended the inventory and the material amount is material. Is that you cannot disclaim. You cannot say that I don't have any knowledge. You have the knowledge. As an auditor, you have the knowledge for this. Means you cannot have a disclaimer. Is that you cannot have a disclaimer. So remove disclaimer. Now coming to the qualified opinion. It is a matter, is it right? It is 21% and 5%. Material. Is that material? What you will do? Basis for qualified opinion or key audit matters section. It is material. If it is material, you have to qualified. Qualified means there is something wrong in that. Is it right? There is something more. Anything which is material in nature, is there anything which is material in nature is comes under qualified opinion, and you have to, once you are mentioning qualified opinion, audit opinion, it comes basis is also we have to disclose under qualified opinion only. Okay, because the reasons are there. The reasons are it is material. The most important is the materiality. Answer is A or C. Any idea?
Sir, I will go with the first option.
What about Laila? Can I submit? Yes, Laila, tell me. Can I go to with the first one? Tell me fast. Or the third one. There are two things are there. Either you have to, it is a qualified opinion. Is it? It is a qualified opinion. If it is a qualified opinion, where we have to disclose? Yes, Laila.
I will go with Ghaith, sir. First one.
See the things.